Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
Please welcome your Denver Broncos.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 7. First down, Chiefs.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Downfield is caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. Big play for KC. 33 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's able to find a Crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, It's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 30 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton.
Complete to number 14, Cortland Sutton. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
A loss of 1.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete, taken in by Franklin. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's into space past the 25. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Broncos.
A gain of 10 yards. That's a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now it's Dobbins. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Run with Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll go with the sneak, and he will have the Broncos first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 3-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown feels like a letdown.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Nix. That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown Broncos.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 7, Chiefs 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. This is taken at the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Broncos offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, Philippe sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Moving to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Here's Nix to throw. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. It is brought in the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. The quarterback with all of his elements eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Chiefs 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Nico Romeo to bring it back. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Chiefs 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. beyond the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Throw it. Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Broncos.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That's caught right side at Franklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throw on the RPO is complete, and he will score! Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead.
21. Chiefs 10.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A quick slant that is caught by Kelsey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. He gets that to Brown. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A give here to Pacheco.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They put Kelsey in motion. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Gain of 12 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's going to be taken down. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Pacheco. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. This one brought in by Brown. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. To throw is Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Patrick to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They put Kelsey in motion. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to get it back within a score.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our 2nd half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it 1st in this 3rd quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. quickly, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Broncos first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harvey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Bit of a letdown there. I mean, after that incompletion now, Mike, they find themselves giving the ball back. They're only down 8, so every single time they possess the ball, it's an opportunity to maybe get this thing back to all tied up. But every time they don't take advantage of a possession, it's another opportunity lost. And you've got to find a way. When they get the ball back, they've got to go chase some points.
The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
Now Mahomes. In the middle, he's got Kelsey. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
16 yards.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. but now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's a third down and 4. Mahomes back. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 18. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll take this down to the 23. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They put Kelsey in motion. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And a first down, Chiefs.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient. Now they get another first down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kansas City.
That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game up. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. play action with Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw on the run is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down, 3 to go. Nix from the gun on third down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 47 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
15 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Once more from the 2, third and goal. Harvey goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
His kick is good. And the Broncos will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Chiefs 19.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Remigio now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. That one on the center, Creed Humphrey. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Well, we'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with a first down.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still second down.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Gun, here's Mahomes, and he will score. Game on. Noah Gray, touchdown, KC. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Broncos 28, Chiefs 26.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Look in the middle, that's Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Taken in by Franklin.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mims sent in motion here. On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Nix going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Broncos.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It is 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. A run once more. That's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Run with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. After losses on the last 2 run plays, they face 3rd down and 14. They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. They put Kelsey in motion. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. To throw is Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Right back to the air for Mahomes.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Short pass, taken in by Kelsey. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.